One of the best way to become a profitable trader is by trading. All right. So it doesn't matter anything you think you know about forex industry. It doesn't matter who taught you forex. It doesn't matter how long you have been to this forex. If you don't trade, you won't learn trading. All right. Most of you guys have learned all the strategies in this world. Okay, you have learned from different mentors. But when it comes to execution, you fail. Do you know why? You don't trade. And one thing that you should understand is that most mentors will tell you to go and build up a system that will help you to trade. But let me tell you something about Forex. It is a lifestyle, the kind of person you are. So you cannot build system if you have not been trading. So you build system when you are already trading. So you cannot just come and say, my system is this and that without you not being able to, explain how you code that system. What are the things, what are the metrics that made the system works for you? Because my system, I can tell you that may not really work for you, and your own system may not work for me based on different circumstances. Do you understand? So I might be a very impulsive person. So the system I'll build around my trading, right, is not going to be the same thing with you that is very conservative. So we are different people. Like forest is a lifestyle that we are living. So if you are someone that already thinking that okay, I'm going to copy somebody else's way of trading, to be honest, it won't work. There are a few things that are very constant when it comes to trading, and this thing is like the market is constant, right? So markets always trend. You see markets and trending, it is constant. You see markets and timing, all those different sections, London, New York, Sydney, and the rest of them. These things are very constant, right? They keep repeating itself every day. What matters is the person that is trading this market. Are you also constant in yourself or in your approach to the market? That is the problem, right? Now let me tell you guys something. The person that taught me forex, right, 3 years ago, I'm not using his approach again to the market. It doesn't mean that this person is like what he taught me is not good again. No, he taught me what is working for him. All right, but as time goes and I start trading myself, I begin to understand that what works for him will not work for me. It doesn't mean that whatever he taught me is wrong. No, but we have different lifestyle. You understand? We have different mindsets. We are different people. We have different way of thinking. So the best thing to do for yourself is that just if once you get that exposure, the basic knowledge of forex, after these things, the next thing to do is to start trading. Do you understand? Now, this period, you are not trading to be a profitable trader. You are trading to learn. That's why I'm saying that the best way to learn forex is by trading. Other things you see in internet are just garbage. You have to learn it. You have to be the person. You have to show up every day. That's the consistency they are talking about here. Is when you are trading. It's not by drawing line on your chart. If you don't line on your paper or your book, how are you going to be sure that this thing you're doing is working if you're not doing it in a real time? There are difference between the past history and the future history. Do you get? Although first is about historical events repeating itself, right? But if you are not practicing it in a real time, how are you sure that this thing is going to work for you? Do you understand? It's not about replaying what has happened. If you see it in the future, how do you identify these things? So when I see people like always believing that they want to learn this one, learn that one, no. If you learn all these things without you doing the real practical, you will not make money. Okay, you will not be confused because there are a lot of information every day in internet. A lot of people share a lot of things in internet, which is different person with their own different lifestyle, their own different trading approach, and they teach it for free. So each person needs to go and find himself or herself before even thinking of being profitable. Because here's the thing, right? Your mentor will tell you to go and build a system that will work. Alright. Now I'll ask you, how do you build a system? Because a system is something that will work for you. You understand? You bring this component, bring other components, and make them work. In that way, it's going to become a system. Do you understand? Now, we cannot build a system without you having experience of what you're building on. All right. Now, let's say you are someone that is very, very impulsive. If you use my approach that I'm very conservative person, you won't make money because it can't align. So you need to find your own self. If you are greedy, how to manage yourself, how to do so. All these things come from you trading, come from you like facing the market. And I don't know how to put it well. You need to be able to trade. Like you have to just trade. Other things you see people on the internet are just teaching. And I think I would like to say Africans, we like to complicate things a lot, like so much. These things are very easy. There's nothing again that hidden in forex market. Do you understand? So you can learn forex. You can decide to join communities, right? Just because you want to get other people's experience. But when it comes to you trading, it is you versus you. This is you and the market. You face it. You face it. That's the only way. All right. Now, if you don't have money to fund your personal account, what you have to do is to go and buy a prop firm. Go and buy a prop firm. And preferably this one will even teach you how to manage money. If you buy a prop firm, they have rules that are going to guide you. So this way you have to manage, like you know how to manage funds. You don't just go and start trading anyhow, because prop firm will teach you risk management, money management. Right? So if you don't have money to fund the account as a beginner and you're not profitable yet, could you understandable, buy a prop firm. There's some firms that sell 1k accounts, 2k accounts, 5k accounts. There are many of them. Buy a prop firm. Learn the risk management. Learn about money management. Learn all these things from real-time trading using your own approach. Do you understand? So, not what you think or what you copy from your mentor, because it will not work for you. It won't. It doesn't mean that that thing is wrong. It's not wrong. It's just you. If you check all this mentorship that is flying around, maybe there are about 100 people that we thought, and only maybe about 3 or 4 of them is making money. So do you see that the ratio is not making sense? That is just because not everybody can really understand what like your own kind of person. Maybe few people can just squeeze themselves to be like you, but majority of people will not be like that. So if you learn the basics of forex, go ahead in the market and learn how to build your system yourself. That is just the way out. All right. So guys, that's just it for this video. Okay, and if you want to use the broker that I'm using to trade, okay, which is Xness, I'll drop the link in the description. All right, they are very good broker. I recommend you can start using them. And also, if you're new in my channel, please like this video and subscribe. If you have any question you want to ask me, you can DM me on Telegram or join my free Telegram group as well. I'm going to see you guys in my next upload, and until next time, guys, peace out.